The world is full of noise. 1,000 voices screaming advice, chasing trends, selling secrets to success. But beneath it all, beneath the books, the courses, the influencers, there is a truth about success no one tells you. It is not easy. It is not fast. It is not pretty. It is a brutal, unrelenting war against your own weakness. And most will lose it, because they don't understand what they are truly up against. They think success is a formula, a checklist. Step 1, think positive. Step 2, visualize. Step 3, take action. No, success is not paint by numbers. It is a battle of the mind, fought in shadows, in the early hours when no one is watching. It is won not in bursts of motivation, but in the dull grind of discipline. It is a transformation, a death of the old self, and a rebirth into something greater. But most people will never make it through that death. Because here is the first truth no one tells you. Success demands sacrifice. Not of money, not of time, but of comfort. Your old comforts, the easy pleasures, the distractions, the excuses, the softness, must burn in the fire of your new vision. Look at every great man who built something from nothing. Lincoln, born in a log cabin, and taught himself law by candlelight. Edison, called mad by his peers, endured 10,000 failures to light the world. Carnegie, a poor immigrant, rose from factory floor to titan of industry. Disney, bankrupt and mocked, dared to dream of a mouse. Ford, told the automobile was impossible, reimagined how the world would move. Their names are etched in history, not because of talent, but because of fortitude. Because they sacrificed comfort on the altar of progress. And you, if you want to build something that matters, must do the same. The second truth no one tells you. Your mind will be your greatest enemy. It will whisper, rest, you deserve it. It will say, wait, the time isn't right. It will scream, you can't do this, understand this. The mind's default is survival, not greatness. It seeks ease, not excellence. It clings to the familiar, not the unknown. But success lives in the unknown. It waits beyond the edge of what you know, who you are. You must command your mind to obey, not negotiate. You must train it as you would a wild stallion, firm, unyielding, patient. Most people lose this battle long before the first victory. They surrender to thoughts of fear, doubt, procrastination. Not because they lack intelligence, but because they never built the mental strength required to win. And here is where the third truth comes in. Clarity is your only weapon against the fog. A man without a clear aim is a ship without a rudder. He drifts. He reacts. He is tossed by the tides of life. But a man with clarity, with a vision so sharp it cuts through the noise, he becomes a force of nature. He wakes with purpose. He moves with intention. He suffers without complaint, because his eyes are fixed on the summit, and the summit must be your summit, not society's. Not your parents, not your peers. Your vision must be born of your deepest hunger, your truest values. If it is not, you will abandon it the moment the storm comes. Which leads to the next truth no one will tell you. Storms are guaranteed. Failure is not a possibility, it is a certainty. You will be rejected, you will be mocked, you will be betrayed, you will doubt yourself. The question is not if this will happen, but what you will do when it does. Understand this. The greats are not those who avoided failure. They are those who grew stronger because of it. Lincoln lost election after election before leading a nation through its darkest hour. Edison's lab burned to the ground. He rebuilt it with greater fire. Disney faced rejection so often, he carried his own storyboards from studio to studio, again and again. Success is forged in the crucible of adversity. It is a test of your resilience, your grit, your refusal to bow to life's blows. And here is the hardest truth of all. No one is coming to save you. No mentor, no coach, no system can do the work for you. You must build yourself, day by day, habit by habit, brick by brick. This is the truth. No one markets, because it doesn't sell. The idea that you are responsible for your future is terrifying to most. They would rather buy another course, read another book, watch another video, than face the cold mirror of their own agency. But you, if you are still listening, you are not most. You are one of the few. You feel the fire in your bones. You sense that there is more in you, much more, waiting to be unleashed. So here is what you must do. Master your mind, clarify your vision, embrace the storm, take ruthless responsibility, and above all, act, not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, now. Because the clock is not your friend. Every day you eye. Delay is a day you will never recover, and if you do not act, someone else will. While you hesitate, they build. While you wait, they advance. Success belongs to the movers, not the thinkers alone. Thought without action is the death of dreams. So act. Boldly, imperfectly, relentlessly. Make mistakes. Learn. Adapt, but move. For motion itself will reveal the path, and the man who moves with purpose, with clarity, with iron discipline, that man becomes unstoppable. You may say, but I don't know how. Neither did Ford, neither did Edison, neither did Carnegie. They began with ignorance, and through motion acquired mastery. You are no different. The world belongs to the few who dare to step into the unknown and shape it with their hands. Will you be one of them? So you begin to move. And with every step forward, another truth about success emerges. One they will never write in the glossy headlines. Discipline is destiny. It is not your passion that will carry you through the long nights. It is not inspiration that will build your fortune. It is the iron chain of discipline, link by link, forged in the furnace of daily decisions. Passion fades. Motivation flickers. But discipline, once hardened, becomes unbreakable. Think of the giants whose shoulders we now stand upon. Carnegie awoke at dawn to study, to plan, to execute when others slept. Ford spent endless hours in relentless iteration, building and rebuilding what others said was impossible. Edison worked through nights so dark and so long that even the rats abandoned his lab in exhaustion. Not one of them relied on fleeting emotion, they relied on the law of self-command. And this is where most falter. They seek to feel ready, to feel good, but feelings are fragile. If your life is ruled by them, so too will be your results. Fragile, fleeting, inconsistent. To build something enduring, you must live by a code stronger than any emotion. I do what I say I will do, always. That single decision, enforced daily, separates the builders of empires from the victims of circumstance. Yet discipline alone is not enough. Without vision, it becomes toil without purpose. This is why you must constantly refine your aim. Not once a year, not once a month. Daily. The sharpest arrow in the world is useless if you point it at the wrong target. And here's another truth. No one tells you. Your vision will evolve as you do. The dreams of the man you are today will not be big enough for the man you are becoming. Do not cling to outdated goals from a lesser version of yourself. Be ruthless in your clarity. Ask often, is this the highest aim I can serve today? Is this goal worthy of the discipline I pour into it? Will this pursuit still matter when I look back from the mountaintop? And if the answer is no, pivot. Do not fear evolution, fear stagnation. For in the world of success, there is no standing still. You either advance or decay. Understand this. The forces of mediocrity never sleep. Comfort waits with open arms, seductive and soft. Distraction is relentless. Doubt is patient. If you are not actively forging yourself, life will gladly erode you. That is why daily ritual matters. A morning carved from stone, not sand. An evening measured, not wasted. Napoleon Hill spoke often of the power of autosuggestion, impressing your purpose upon your subconscious mind through constant repetition. But hear me well, autosuggestion is not mere words, it is lived conviction. When your actions align with your aim, your mind begins to believe, I am this man, I do these things, I live this way. And from that belief, an unstoppable identity is born. Identity drives behavior. Behavior reinforces identity. This is the upward spiral of transformation, but you must guard it fiercely. Because here lies another truth. Success invites attack. As you rise, you will attract critics. Friends will distance themselves. Enemies will appear. Doubters will shout louder, not because you are wrong, because your progress exposes their excuses. Your discipline will remind them of their laziness. Your clarity will shame their drifting. Your rising results will reveal their stagnant reality, and many will resent you for it. Prepare for this. Expect it, do not be deterred by it. History honors those who endured the arrows of envy and kept climbing. Lincoln was mocked, slandered, despised, and saved a nation. Ford was sued, sabotaged, betrayed, and revolutionized the world. Disney was rejected, stolen from, ridiculed, and built a kingdom of imagination. You must become impervious to the poison of opinion. For if you are swayed by praise or crushed by criticism, your success is built on sand. Build it instead on bedrock, values, discipline, vision, and relentless action. But remember this, even the strongest stone is shaped by time and pressure, and so too must you be forged by adaptability. No plan survives the battlefield untouched. No vision unfolds exactly as imagined. You must bend without breaking, adjust without losing aim. The rigid mind snaps under adversity. The adaptable mind turns setbacks into stepping stones. Carnegie learned this as he built his empire amidst shifting markets. Ford learned it as he faced technological revolutions. Disney learned it as war, bankruptcy, and betrayal tried to crush his dreams. Adaptability is not weakness. It is the ultimate strength, the wisdom to know what to preserve and what to change. Hold your purpose like granite. Hold your methods like water. Flow. Adapt. Persist, and as you call. Do. Cultivate the most underappreciated power in all of success. Gratitude, not the shallow kind. Listing blessings out of obligation. The deep, bone-level gratitude of a man who sees clearly. Every obstacle sharpened me. Every betrayal taught me. Every failure humbled me. Every small victory paved the way for greater ones. Gratitude turns the journey itself into a reward. It transforms toil into joy, struggle into meaning. The man who is grateful cannot be broken, because he sees every experience as fuel for his ascent. And here, near the heart of it all, lies a final truth. Learning is infinite. Success is not a place you reach. It is a path. You walk. The moment you believe you have arrived, you begin to fall. The greatest minds, Da Vinci, Edison, Carnegie, Ford, remained eternal students. They devoured knowledge, questioned assumptions, sought mastery, not applause. Adopt the same hunger. Study not just your craft, but yourself. Study your thoughts, your patterns, your weaknesses. Sharpen your mind as ruthlessly as you train your body, and know this. The ultimate competition is with who you were yesterday, not with peers, not with rivals, not with imagined enemies. Your only true opponent is the weaker version of you that still whispers, slow down, play safe. You've done enough. Crush that voice daily, not through hate, but through action. Stack victories, small ones, daily ones. The morning you rise early, the task you complete under fatigue, the difficult conversation you face head on. Each is a hammer blow against weakness. Each is a vote for the man you are becoming. And in time, without realizing, it happens. You wake one morning and realize you are not who you were. Your mind is sharper. Your will is harder. Your spirit is stronger. You are no longer reacting to life. You are creating it. You are no longer hoping for success. You are embodying it. And in that moment, amidst the silent, victories few will ever see, you will understand the deepest truth of all. Success is not something you chase. It is something you become, and no one can take that from you. Not critics, not failure, not time itself. Because once forged, true character is eternal. So rise, move, build, let the world watch, or let it doubt. It matters not. For now you know what few ever will. The truth about success no one tells you, and the man who knows that truth and lives it cannot be stopped. And so you walk this path, alone at times. Make no mistake, success is a lonely road. At first, they cheer you on. The moment you rise above the crowd, they begin to pull away. Not because they hate you, but because your growth forces them to confront their stagnation. This is why so few break through. They fear isolation more than failure. But hear this: solitude is not your enemy. It is your forge. Lincoln spent years alone in study before he found his voice. Edison isolated himself in laboratories others abandoned. Carnegie spent nights in empty offices refining deals that shaped empires. Disney spent lonely nights sketching dreams no one yet believed in. If you fear being alone with your thoughts, you will never master them, and mastery of thought is the master key. The world will offer you constant distraction. The phone, the feed, the endless scroll of other people's lives. Reject it, own your focus. Because another truth they won't tell you is this: attention is the new currency of power. Guard yours with everything you have. Each moment of focus is an investment in your future self. Each moment of distraction is a theft from that same future. You must train your focus like a warrior trains the blade. Precision, purpose, control. And through this control comes the next great power: compound action. The mind loves dramatic leaps, but success is built in quiet consistency. One disciplined morning, one courageous decision, 1 hour of deep work, one refusal to quit. Alone, they seem small; stacked relentlessly, they move mountains. Carnegie did not build an empire in a day. He compounded relationships, knowledge, and action until steel itself bent to his will. Ford did not invent the modern automobile in a flash. He compounded iterations, failures, insights over years. Disney's world was not created by a single idea, but by layers of audacity, discipline, and execution. You too must embrace the slow burn. Forget overnight success. It is a myth sold to the impatient. True power is earned in inches, not miles, day after day after day. And here is where the few separate from the many in their relationship to adversity. Most seek to avoid it. The greats seek to master it. Understand this: life does not test you to punish you. It tests you to prepare. The obstacle in your path is not blocking the way. It is the way. Edison's 10,000 failures were not setbacks. They were the path to mastery. Disney. His bankruptcies were not detours. They were the refining fire that forged resilience. Lincoln's personal losses and political defeats shaped the empathy and fortitude required to lead through civil war. Stop asking for ease. Ask for strength. Stop praying for lighter burdens. Pray for broader shoulders. Every adversity faced with courage is a deposit in your reservoir of power. Each time you rise after falling, you reinforce a truth deeper than words. I am not the man who quits. And when that identity is forged, when it burns bright through doubt and fatigue, you become unstoppable. Because here's another truth: success is ultimately about who you become, not what you attain. The money, the recognition, the symbols of victory. They are echoes of inner transformation. The man who has built unbreakable self-command, clarity of vision, mastery of focus, relentless adaptability, and gratitude under fire. That man will create external success as a byproduct of internal power. But the man who chases success without building self first, he will crumble when adversity strikes. This is why self-mastery must always come first. Train your mind until it serves, not sabotages. Train your body until it obeys, not betrays. Train your spirit until it stands firm, not flees. For when all three are aligned, mind, body, spirit, you become a weapon no force can stop. And from that alignment comes the rarest of qualities: peace in pursuit. Most chase success in desperation, driven by fear or ego. The greats pursue it from a place of centered strength. They move with urgency, but not haste. They seek greatness, but not at the expense of their values. They climb high, but remain grounded in purpose and gratitude. This is why they endure. This is why they build legacies, not just lives. And this is where you must aim, not merely to succeed, but to become worthy of success. Ask yourself, am I becoming the man who can hold the weight of the life I seek? For if you are not, your success will crush you, but if you are, no force can keep it from you. This is the deepest truth about success they will never sell you. It is not what you get, it is what you become. And what you become, if forged in truth, discipline, clarity, and relentless action, can never be taken. It is yours. It is eternal. So now, stand tall. Look in the mirror, not with judgment, but with resolve. See the man you are. See the man you must become, and choose not tomorrow, not someday. Now, decide that from this moment forward, you will live by the truths most ignore. You will seek clarity over comfort, discipline over distraction, growth over ease, action over hesitation, self-mastery over shallow success. And in doing, so you will join the ranks of those rare few, those builders of empires, those architects of destiny, who understood this simple, profound law. Success is not out there, it is in you, and it begins now. And now we stand here, at the edge of the life you have known and the life that calls you forward. A threshold few cross, not because they can't, because they won't. Because the next truth about success no one tells you is this: the hardest war is the one within. It is not the market, it is not the competition, it is not the economy or luck or chance. It is your own comfort, your own excuses, your own permission to be less than what you could be. And until you declare war on that version of yourself, success will elude you. Lincoln battled depression and doubt, yet stood unshaken when the fate of a nation rested on his shoulders. Ford faced ridicule and rejection, but refused to bow to convention. Edison burned through failure like a torch in the night, forging a new dawn for mankind. Disney, stolen from, bankrupted, betrayed, kept dreaming, kept building until imagination itself had a kingdom. Do you think they were superhuman? They were not. They simply refused to surrender to the weaker man within. And you, if you are to walk this path, must do the same. Which brings us to the most profound truth of all. Success is a moral obligation, not for fame, not for wealth, but because what you build, who you become, serves the world. A disciplined, self-mastered man lifts those around him. A visionary creates opportunities where none existed. A grateful heart heals bitterness in others. An unbreakable will inspires the weary to rise. Your success is not yours alone. It is an offering to those who watch you, who follow you, who believe in you. Understand this. The world is starved for examples of what is possible. Men of honor, women of courage, builders of value, warriors of the mind. Do not rob the world of your example. The truth about success no one tells you is this: you owe it to yourself, to those who came before you, to those who will come after. When Carnegie built his fortune, he built libraries for generations unborn. When Ford revolutionized industry, he lifted millions from poverty. When Disney shaped worlds of wonder, he gave joy to billions. Your path may not be theirs, but it is no less sacred. Build, create, serve, let your life echo beyond your time. And when the nights are long, when doubt claws at your spirit, when failure bites at your heels, remember, the greatest among us did not rise because it was easy. They rose because they chose this fight again and again and again. And so must you. Because here is the final truth: they will never sell you. There is no arrival. Success is not a destination you reach and rest upon. It is a discipline you live, a battle you choose, a fire you tend daily. Those who understand this walk the path forever, not out of lack, but out of love for the climb. The man who embraces the process, the pain, the growth, the resilience, he is free. Because no setback can take from him what he has already built within. No loss can erase the strength forged in the fire. No opinion can touch the unshakable conviction in his heart. And that, my friend, is the deepest success of all. Not the trophies, not the headlines, not the accolades, but the quiet certainty when you look in the mirror and know, I became the man I was meant to be. I did not shrink, I did not run, I did not betray my potential. I rose. That is what awaits you, not through chance, not through luck, but through choice, made now and remade every day after. So rise, rise when it is dark. Rise when no one claps. Rise when fear says stop. Rise when doubt whispers turn back. Because the world does not need more noise. It needs more light. And in you, yes, in you, burns a fire that can light the way. Tend it, feed it, guard it. And then, let it burn so bright